you need an ELD? First off, ELD means an electric logging device. You will be told that you need this once your DOT authority comes into effect by salespeople. But here are the true parameters you have to follow. Before we get started, please subscribe to our channel. For drivers that are required to keep track of their hours of service, the traditional go-to is logbooks. However, when an electronic logging device or ELD is involved in this process, it shifts from manual logs to digital data capture and storage, making it easier than ever before for operators to stay compliant with regulations governing how long they can be on duty. Here are the ways to bypass an ELD. If you own a truck with an engine manufactured before 2000, there's no need to install the electronic logging device. Many operators have gone for alternative solutions like using paper records and building their own glider kits. With these methods in place, they can still keep track of driving hours without installing ELDs. This may just require a bit more work. Staying close to home? Great news! Depending on your circumstances, you may not need logs when traveling within 150 air miles of your place of business. However, if you use an ELD or a logbook, it is still required. Be sure to know the regulations that apply so that travel can be worry-free. For those looking to become a commercial driver, it is important to note there are specific laws and guidelines that apply. It's significant for non-CDL drivers as well as CDL operators alike to understand the specific rules of the road they must adhere to in order to make their journey successful. It used to be that commercial motor vehicle drivers were restricted, but not anymore. Now they have the freedom of driving up to 150 air miles from where their business is located. This expanded radius enables them more opportunities for success and growth within their industry. Keeping track of timesheets is an important task for many businesses and serves as a record-keeping accountability tool. An organized system can help you easily manage your time efficiently. If you're stopped by an officer on the roadside, be mindful that they may check whether your 150 air mile radius exception is valid. Make sure to keep track of all 9 cards in case the carrier needs evidence. It could save you from potential trouble. I learned from talking to truck drivers using the 150 air mile exception to avoid certain regulations. When they are stopped by an officer, they must share this information in order to gain due consideration. Keeping track of time is essential for truck drivers who need to comply with the 150 air mile radius rule. However, if someone fails to log their hours correctly, they could be out of service for a whole 10 hours and even receive tickets from law enforcement officers. It's important that anyone operating such vehicles takes this crucial safety measure seriously. What are air miles? This is often used by planes or ships if you haven't heard of air miles and statute road miles, but you may not be aware that the two measure distance differently. Air mile is a nautical mile, approximately 17% greater than its equivalent road mile. To put it into perspective, 150 air miles are equivalent to 172.6 statute miles, much longer distances than one might expect. More time has been added for you to complete your task. Instead of 150 statute road miles, the new range is 172 miles. Make sure to take full advantage and make each mile count. To stay safe and compliant, people should adhere to the guidelines for traveling within a 150-mile radius. Strict adherence to hours of service regulations is essential for any commercial driver. To ensure compliance, drivers must keep accurate time cards and never drive more than 11 hours in a 14-hour window before taking 10 consecutive off-duty hours following the completion of that day's shift. Previously, businesses only had to comply with regulations within a 100 air mile radius of their location. With the new law change in place, that has been increased to a 150 air mile radius. In the past, non-CDL drivers were subject to a 150 air mile radius rule, while CDL drivers had a slightly more lenient distance restriction of 100 miles. However, recently, all driving distances have been standardized, and now every driver must adhere to the same 150 air mileage limit. To find out more, read the detailed description below. There, you'll get a better understanding of this topic. If you found this video's content informative, please leave a comment and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel to stay updated and help spread knowledge by sharing this valuable resource with your friends. Or call Registration LLC at 866-477-0707 or visit our website at fmcsaregistration.com.